All matter is comprised of atoms, and the macroscopic properties of matter depends on the arrangement and behavior of atoms. For example, both diamond and graphite are comprised of carbon atoms. Graphite is the lead in pencils. The difference between the properties of the two, such as color and the hardness, is based on the different arrangement of the atoms. It is useful to consider the atom in more detail. We will consider the subatomic particles of the atom, or the particles that make it up. Protons are particles that are found in the nucleus, or the center of the atom. The number of protons never ever changes for a given element, and each proton has a charge of positive 1. Protons have a mass of approximately 1 AMU, or atomic mass unit, and protons are symbolized by a lowercase p or a lowercase p with a positive symbol as a superscript in the upper right-hand corner of the symbol. Neutrons are also found in the nucleus of the atom. Unlike protons, the number of neutrons is variable for a given atom. When we care about the number of neutrons in an atom, we use terms such as nuclide or isotope to discuss the atom. Each neutron has a charge of 0, and like the proton, each neutron has a mass of approximately 1 AMU. The symbol for the neutron is a lowercase n, or a lowercase n with 0 as a superscript in the upper right-hand corner of the symbol. Neutrons mediate a force that keep protons close together in the nucleus. Since protons all have the same charge, they would repel each other if it weren't for the neutrons keeping them close together. Electrons are usually not found in the nucleus, and they determine the volume of an atom. The number of electrons is variable, which is how ions are formed. However, we will tend to concentrate on atoms in this chapter, and atoms have equal number of electrons and protons. Each electron has a charge of -1, and electrons have a much smaller mass than protons or neutrons, with a mass of 0.0005 AMU. In fact, we generally ignore the mass of electrons when we talk about the mass of an atom or ion or isotope. Electrons are symbolized by lowercase e or lowercase e with a negative symbol as a superscript in the upper right-hand corner of the symbol. Because of their low mass and high velocity, electrons have very unusual behavior. Most chemistry is based on what electrons do. We mentioned the mass unit AMU, or atomic mass unit. This unit is defined as exactly 1/12 the mass of an atom of carbon that has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. This unit is useful for discussing the mass of individual atoms or particles, but it is too small for us to use in the laboratory.